20 and then 20.
49.
That's
I've
joking.
gotten a lot of work.
The puppet or you?
Yeah, the puppet's 49.
Yeah, how old is Josh?
I've seen some shit.
Don't ask about my age.
How'd you lose your eye, Josh? Staring at me with that black
Hold on,
lifeless
how did
eye.
it? Wait, hold on. How
You know
did
when you were a
lose it?
kid and your mom said, "Don't stick your head out the window of the car." You better listen to the damn woman.
Alright, and with that, welcome to the show. We're coming back, episode 25, I believe. It could be 24, I might be wrong. Mitchell Samito is back with me here today. We're both rocking Star Wars because, fuck it, why not? It's Star Wars. Every day is Star Wars Day when you live in my basement.
Every day is Star Wars Day.
How's it going, man?
It's going pretty good.
Yeah? That's all you gotta say? You gonna drink that beer?
I mean, yeah, can I not?
What are we rocking?
Like
We
fries.
bringing back the Keystone?
Yes,
Keystone
yes.
joke? Is that still a thing?
Keystone!
Grab a stone.
Thanks. Not sponsored.
Kill your family, commit arson, grab a stone.
Jeremy Rock is here with a new friend. Jeremy, would you like to introduce to the world to Mr. Josh?
Matthew named him. His name is Josh Buckner the Swashbuckler.
Clever.
He's not hard enough to be a pirate.
He actually dropped out of school, I heard, right?
Pirate school, yeah.
Pirate school. Oh, pirate school. Right.
Yeah.
So he's not very good though. Is he angry?
Mad.
Is he? I really can't tell his emotions.
He's
I don't think he's happy.
No, I don't think he's
not,
happy.
He's not happy.
Okay, we'll check in on Josh a little bit later. Okay. we also have another guest today.
He's in film school. He's not going
Wait, don't feed those lies into Josh. He's gonna get kicked out of the show pretty quick.
I mean,
Alright.
he's not wrong.
Alright, somebody else is going down on a sinking ship with me is Austin. Who's coming and hanging out with
Do I
us.
look at the camera? Do I not look at the camera?
The address is, I usually don't unless I'm just welcome everybody in the basement. Because the idea is that, like, the show is already going on. Like, not the show. The conversation's already happening, and when you turn on the episode, you're walking into the basement, so you're hanging out.
Cool.
So that's it.
All right,
So you
I'm
can
gonna
address the person who
stare
walks in the room.
Right at the camera. the
So
whole
get
time,
it.
Then.
Yeah, you can just
Hello.
blankly stare at them. Yes. Austin is a friend of mine from recent endeavors in film school, the sinking ship, as Josh.
Is that what we're calling it in film school?
Film school is now the sinking ship.
Be ready, because he gets made fun of about going to...
Me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
It's a thing, but it's okay
jest.
because at least I tried to go to school. So
That's true. That is true.
We always have the one up. We always have. I guess I'm on the sinking ship too.
what's that?
I guess I'm on the sinking ship too. If anyways, blah blah blah. I missed the joke. Whatever.
That's great. Well, welcome to the show. You'll fit in just fine, my friend. So we took part in the cinematography class, whatever, and to give you kind of a background of Austin, we were kind of stacked up into teams. And there are two types of people who go to film school. There are people who, kind of understand the rigmarole. They've seen movies before.
Yeah.
And then there are people who have never heard of The Godfather, and then wasted like their entire lives, their parents' life spending to go to a film school.
I just
Yeah.
don't...
And those are the kind of people that
That's
are
like-
like, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. I kind of wanted to be a teacher, but I think I'm going to be a director. I was like, no, that's not really how that works. That's like,
But that's like...
no, it's like wanting to be a teacher, and then like, I think I'm going to take up football as a career. Like, I can go to
Or
school
like
for that, right?
working somewhere and not, like people who work in a movie theater typically generally like movies.
Yeah.
Like
on a
when I
lower
come
basis,
across
yeah.
somebody who works like in a theater and is like, oh yeah, I don't watch movies. It's like you're not gonna last here very
Yeah,
long
it's
because
like-
you don't.
The pay isn't well, but you get free movies, so that balances out. But if you don't get the free movies, what's the point?
What's the point? Yeah, like why?
So anyway, I tagged up with Austin because I like to date up, and Austin's a little bit higher on my standard there. He's much better filmmaker and storyteller than I am.
Yeah, I would say that the two people that I've noticed in film school, the latter of the people who, my favorite story is someone was like, I think the teacher asked the class if, what was Clint Eastwood's nomination, whatever award it was, what was his like highest award for his best movie? And I was thinking like I couldn't, because I don't know Clint Eastwood. I'm embarrassed that I don't know enough of Clint Eastwood to know. And I'm thinking like Gran Torino, like whatever. And someone said Pulp Fiction. And I'm just like, it's hard because I understand like everyone has a point in their life that they're gonna learn certain things, and everyone has their own pace. And just because someone's in their 30s and just getting into something, I don't want to write them off, but at the same time, it's like, don't fucking walk and get into, like, my crew and ask me to white balance when you're trying to be the director of photography. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's just, it kind of just, it bugs me, but I try to, like, you know, like, wash it away or whatever.
Daily frustrations as a student, and some of the hardest stuff is kind of getting past those and kind of weeding out the lower, and that's with any job or any place you go to. There's always like the Weedles, the Weedles at the bottom. That's what I'm gonna call them now. The people at the bottom, and they just don't quite understand it, and then you kind of pick up. So when you go into like a process like filmmaking stuff, so kind of give a background on yourself, because everybody here just met you before we started.
Yeah, well, except Mitchell. Mitchell knows.
That's a bit of a backstory too. Do you want to get into that first?
I mean, we just went to school.
Yeah, I remember liking you, so
Yeah,
that's cool.
yeah.
And that was orchestra.
Yeah,
So,
that was
Sebastian, you had to play music?
Middle school?
Yeah, that was middle
Yeah.
school. So yeah, I sort of started out more in music, but music, I have like, most of this is about like the integration of like music and film. Both things, I kind of, once they sort of played with each other, had this similar path and how they were both manipulated. But yeah, I sort of started off in music, and in high school, I just started making video projects because I was in like AP classes that I didn't understand. And every project was either like write a paper and do a research thing, or do like a video or fun art thing. So I had like a video camera, and I sort of just shot stuff with my friends that was funny. And I realized if you're funny and you can do some cool film work, they're just gonna give you an A anyways. So yeah, I sort of fell backwards into it, and then realized like how much, and that's why I feel like I have such a due made to film, to like learn it, because I wasn't sort of phrased as like I love movies and this is what I want to do with my life. I realized I was just kind of had like a knack for it, and I had a place for it, and knew how to navigate through it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I made music videos to just try to build some cash to buy equipment, and now I'm kind of stuck into, you know, now I'm making rap videos that I don't really sort of care about. Not that I don't like rap or anything. Just I end up working on projects that.
Well, it's local a-hole artists that kind
It's
of.
not even. It's just
No?
so many compromises are made to the point where like I don't really have like, you know, I can't integrate a story, or I can't like do something really eye-opening with the amount of time and budget and their scope of what they think is good, you know, because it's like it's a conversation between me and the artist, and if they just want me to come out and shoot their live video, there's only so much of that footage that is used in a way that I can make presentable. So we don't get the whole like, well, let's make something that looks like this. There's not an idea made first. There's like, we have this footage, how can we make this cool?
Yeah.
So it's working backwards a little bit.
Yeah. And a lot on that is very eloquently put when you kind of finding your road into film. Me personally, I was just like, I'm not smart at this, I'm not smart at this, but I'm a good bullshitter. I can pretend. I can pretend really well.
Matthew is a grade A bullshitter.
Yeah, I am. And yeah,
Is that your name? Who's
my
Matthew?
first name is Matthew, so it's Matthew Rocco
okay.
Shapiro. Yeah.
Oh.
So usually my stage name is Rocco. So it's more in the pretending thing. I have like an ego when I'm here, and a bigger ego when I'm everywhere
Yeah,
else.
when I'm on set, I have people call me Bert because it's just like more commanding.
Your bird-
But not
your
because
bird-
they just think
Where
that's
does
my
Bert come
name.
from?
It was from Burt McElroy or Burt Macklin from Parks and Recs, and I just like the name, and I just like they just think that's my name, and it's just more of like an Austin sort of like. You know, like, I don't know.
A lot of people are named Austin.
yeah, so just like a more like, oh shit, Bert's gonna come talk to me. Like, I don't know.
That's the
comes-
greatest
yeah,
reason
that's
for
okay.
a stage.
Right,
name.
yeah. It's just like I just wanted like the
feel
man
that.
behind the mask sort of thing.
Yeah.
Man, I wish I would have had a stage name when I went to Medlock.
Yeah, you see, that's the opportunity.
Mitchell's coming to talk to me. That's not very
Yeah.
menacing.
The Mitch.
Mitch is coming to talk to me.
Mitch is coming.
Mitch
Shit.
is good. Mitch is great.
Mitch
yeah.
was not a bad one. I always thought
Rocco's great.
Matthew was kind of under the rug, and there were a lot of Matthews, especially it kind of hit me when I was really working at a movie theater when we used to work at this other one that
We had what?
that there were like 3 or 4 Matthews, and I was like, this is annoying. Either calling by my last name or calling by my middle name. And I always kind of wanted to take up the Rocco because that was my grandfather's name, and my parents were too scared. They didn't really pull the trigger on it because it was like they were thought I'd be made fun of because we lived in South Florida at that time, and then before moving up, so Rocco really wasn't kind of that thing. But I'd say pull the trigger. I'm gonna name my next kid Optimus Prime. So that'll be.
Optimus Prime Shapiro. I like it.
Optimus Prime Shapiro. Yeah, or like just Optimus Shapiro. Optimistic. I see. Optimistic sounds like a real name though.
That sounds like but that sounds like you're naming your kid Unique.
Optimistic. That's a good one. No, but I always thought Rocco was kind of just one to tag on there. What do we got going on? Jeremy, you were in New York.
I was.
That's correct.
Jeremy,
you have a real.
Did you get that shirt in New York?
I didn't get the shirt in New York. I just kind of have it.
Fucking poser.
Oh,
Fuck you, man.
He said no. So, I don't know how far you want to get in this story, but you kind of had. Your grandpa had a lot of money.
Yeah. He had the kind of money where you don't worry about what you buy. You just buy it. That man had 3 Cadillacs. He did not care. But I hadn't been up there in 8 or 10 years, and he died, which is why we went up there. So it was pretty hectic because we were only there for 5 days, and I hadn't been there for 8 years, so I saw all this family I hadn't seen in a long time. But it's probably for the best because they don't
And dying?
they're
That's what you're saying. I mean, I'm sorry.
no, you're good.
It's alright. That's a strike one for Austin. Looks like,
Everyone up there,
they get 3 derails a show.
they're like the redneck Sopranos. They don't get along, and there's a lot of drama. And it's not New York City. I always need to clarify that, and I always don't understand why. I always say I'm from New York, and they always go,
Man, how's the Big Apple?
They go, wow, yeah, that's great. I'm like, it's a whole state.
It's a big state, yeah. That'd be like saying from Georgia,
Yeah.
He's like,
How's
wow,
Atlanta?
How's Atlanta?
Exactly.
Not even near Atlanta. Give it a break. So you go up there, and we'll skip along. So you go up there for family, obviously sad reasons, but there was a bit of an underline there of kind of what you kind of said. You teased that he had a lot of Cadillacs. He had a lot of shit.
He bought what he wanted, and when he wanted something, he bought everything. So, like, for example, a long time ago, he got into guitars, and he had 6 or 7 of them. And because, like, when we went up there, I got his 1967 Epiphone just because I knew that I'm the only one that plays guitar, so if I didn't take it, it would just get sold. And so the stuff that we took was kind of stuff that we didn't want to see just sold for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
We took stuff that, we knew we were going to use. And so I got that and 1980s Konica camera. It's a film camera. Not a video camera, a picture camera. But it's totally complete. Like, it's an SLR camera, not DSLR, but it's SLR.
Well, not digital, yes.
Yeah. And it has, like, the full telephoto lens and all these different... It's totally complete. It has everything.
And it seemed like it had never been opened.
Yeah, it's...
A lot of... And what you were telling me was he had, like, storage rooms full of film cameras and regular cameras from, like...
Thousands
back
and
from the 50s. Thousands of cameras?
Yes.
Just in
warehouses. He has a black and white movie camera from the 20s and a box of film from 1931 that works with that camera.
If you would have told me, I would have driven my car, walked back to my house, driven another car, walked back, and driven more just to at least see it, and then probably take a lot now.
I mean, we only had a car so big, so a lot of it's still up there, but it's not gonna get sold or anything right away.
So much.
There's so much, and they want to, because there is stuff up there of value. And so they kind of want to see how much that stuff is worth before they just decide, we're going to sell it off in bulk or something.
And
the other
wars.
Yeah.
That is a big storage war.
And the other thing that I got was a film camera. It's a 52 Revere 8, and I got it because it looked brand new for a camera from 1952. And I was fiddling with it on accident, and I turned it on accident.
Of course.
Because I didn't realize there was a hand crank, I guess.
Yeah.
And it was already cranked from God knows when. And so I just flipped the switch, and it starts going to... Oh, fuck.
And you got a bunch of film with it, too?
I didn't take any... Well, all the film up there is really old.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah.
It's standard 8mm film, not Super 8.
Yeah. Oh, so is it a Super 8 camera?
No, it's not Super 8 is wider.
Yeah.
then it's regular 8mm
Mhm.
before Super 8 was introduced.
Yeah, my grandfather had an 8mm camera that I thought was the coolest shit because I found like the VHS conversion tapes from those, and I was like, this shit looks amazing. Like, there's no sound, it just the quality looks incredible still, and everything about it's amazing.
Crazy. I mean, I
That's
have
cool.
it.
That'd be cool to play around with one day. To finally
Yeah.
learn how to use it.
One day we'll order some 8mm film.
Yeah,
Figure
it's
it
not
out.
hard. There's one. I think there's a place in Midtown that sells film. I don't know if you know this.
Yeah, you can
Because,
buy
like,
it online. I have a little 8mm
is there a place?
film camera. You could. There's Film Doctor, and there's another really big place that you can buy film stock. But most of the time, I mean, what they do now, I think, is really great. They use like a repeatable film in the camera to go to the digital receiver to encode it, and then it wipes it, and then just keeps using.
Oh, that's cool.
I think that's how they do with the new Aries. So it still gets that film treatment.
Yeah, but it's kind of efficient and kind of easy.
I might be
conversion.
so wrong about that, but I think that's what the film digital RE35 things
It
are.
makes sense. I mean, it makes sense though.
Yeah.
'Cause it's like you can't. There's really no way easy to distribute and edit it.
Yeah, and I was watching the documentary of Magnolia, and that was made I think 2001, and I think they said they were spending like $80,000 a day on film, on 35.
Yeah, no, there's some crazy stories of like just how much they
Yeah,
spent.
they
'Cause
spent like
I think
$500,000 a week shooting.
Yeah.
He did a lot of takes, so I mean.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it was like the same thing with the more recent one I can think of is the 40-Year-Old Virgin, where it was just so many takes because it's a comedy movie, so I think they reached miles of film. I don't remember what the landmark was.
yeah, and that's why you get
That's
those
kind of a thing.
bloopers at the end because they don't want to just trash those,
Oh,
right?
they
Like
had-
remember Rush Hour? Like I was thinking the other day, like how much money they wasted on Rush Hour outtakes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
I mean, even that, because there's so many takes of movie, and even nowadays you hear of like different versions of movies that were just made, and they're just like, yeah, we don't know how to film the ending. And with digital, you're easy to do that. Like Get Out, the Get Out movie has like 2 different endings.
Or like Anchorman, they had enough extra film that they had enough extra scenes shot to where on the DVD copy they took scenes that weren't in the movie at all and cropped them together to make a completely different storyline.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so shit like that's crazy. And I don't know if it was shot digital or not, but if it was shot film, then that's. I mean,
I imagine it was shot digital.
It could have been either because
I think it was
Adam
2004.
McKay. It's Adam McKay, and Adam McKay loves film because he did
That's
like
true.
The Big Short and stuff, and that was all film or Spotlight. He did Spotlight.
yeah, but no, I think he did also do The Big Short.
Did he also did? Oh yeah,
him and
he
Will
also
Ferrell
did
work
The Big
together
Short.
a lot, which is like the weirdest
Yeah.
thing.
Well, he wasn't either of those, but yeah, he did Spotlight. 'Cause Spotlight was the one that was really like the left step away from
Yeah.
his comedic movies because that was a very serious movie, and I think he ended up coming back.
But I think he also like Talladega Nights or something. You know, like,
Yeah, he did Talladega
Yeah.
Nights. Yeah, so he's done a lot of comedy movies
Yeah.
and then switching over to an Oscar-winning movie. So we have a few different things here today. We have a fun game that we're gonna play that I think could blow your guys' brains. I don't know.
Okay.
It's actually pretty funny. Kale actually came up with the idea, so he'll definitely have to get in on this when we get there. I want to go over the movie tower.
Right.
So we brought up the movie tower at the beginning of the year as something that would kind of legitimize all the movies we saw in theaters. Yeah,
In
not
the theaters
otherwise.
for
It's in theaters. Okay,
yeah,
so it's in
yeah.
theaters. So every movie you saw in theaters from this year, so this calendar year, which starts in January, and we get all the movies that we've seen in theaters, and we kind of rank them. So it's like a little tile. It's like a podium, like a what are the Native Americans things called?
Totem
pole. Totem. Movie totem. That's what we're gonna call it now. So we're gonna do the movie
And
totem.
we're gonna call it the movie poll.
The movie pole. The nice movie pole. We'll get a nice stripper go all the way down when we get to December, and there's gonna be so many movies to sink our teeth into. But so we get a tile every week. So I think we started with Split, and then we kind of just keep going up every week and every month that we see a movie. And we don't see a lot of movies, but we see enough to make a tower. That's the wrong way. So, and what we do is I threw together pretty much all the movies that we had to catch up on because we didn't do March or April.
Right.
Oh, March, April, and May. We didn't do that. I think we did half of March. So I threw them together, and I guess we can kind of argue. So I don't know which ones you guys have seen, and we can kind of start that. I'm pretty sure these are all good because these are all
Yeah, those were-
bottom of the barrel.
The bottom
These
stuff, those are all Brant stuff, right?
a few of those were Brand. Mitchell saw
Connor saw
Rings.
Rings, which
And
was-
these are before March, so we can go up to. I don't think we did Ghost in the Shell, Power Rangers. Do you agree with those?
Yeah,
We
that's
don't
fine.
Some.
Yeah,
So it's
that's
Fate of the Furious.
It was a Fast and the Furious movie.
Better than Split? No.
No.
Okay. Pirates? No. Right? Yeah. It's about right.
I didn't see Pirates.
You didn't see Pirates?
It's a good spot for Pirates.
It's a good spot.
It was more enjoyable than Fast and the Furious, but it, not
More
up to
okay, so that's all I needed because I didn't
not
see
up
the
not up to
Fate and
actual
Fuckery.
movie status.
Okay, not up to not an
You
actual.
didn't see the
is
flex
this-
of the-
this is where you
that's
cut
the real
line.
movie line.
This is
yeah.
where you cut the line. So this is the
Mhm.
bottom of the totem pole. This is kind of more the top. This is real movie status going on. Split, obviously, great horror movie to begin the year off. Lego Batman, fun, amazing movie. King Kong, fun summer movie that came out in March.
That's a great action adventure movie, I think.
Kong.
Yeah, Kong.
Kong was
Kong was
fun.
really good.
I actually saw that movie twice in the weekend because it's like the guy who made that comes from music video background and just his take on that, it was like it's just so much high octane action. It kind of pieces together that fun adventure and new high octane like Mission Impossible movie.
It's good
'Cause
because it
isn't,
doesn't
like-
get goofy.
Because there isn't like a traditional adventure movie anymore.
Mhm.
They don't make those anymore.
Yeah.
When you
Yeah.
go back to like The Mummy in 1999, what else has been there? Pirates of the Caribbean, like the
Man,
first one in 2003.
about The Mummy.
The new one, no, they're like making a Mission
That's
Impossible.
so confusing because it's like, what is Brendan Fraser doing?
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
He was waiting. He was sitting there.
You
he
know
was like,
Tom Cruise is so
he
much
was
more
like,
expensive. I don't
"You're
understand.
Well,
I'd like to know
I'm
why.
sure Brendan Fraser didn't know anything about it. He was sitting on his
Yeah.
couch and he was watching TV one day and he saw a commercial
There's
for the
the
Mummy.
pictures.
And he's like, I need to get someone on the phone.
Every time I watch like a trailer for it, because we have it in the lobby.
Uh-huh.
Every time I see the trailer, I'm like, why is this movie being made? That is my one question. Like, why?
Because they're trying to start a
'Cause it
monster.
takes a
they're
mummy
trying to start
to
franchise.
ready
defeat
for
a
this?
mummy.
They're trying to start a monsters universe of movies. Just in case you weren't sick of all these universes, there's a monster one now.
They sat back and they're like, what properties do we have? And they're like, oh, well, we have all these.
Universal?
Yeah. They're like, oh, we have all these old properties like Creature from the Black Lagoon and The Mummy from like 40s, 50s.
And which
Well,
if they
let's
didn't,
use them again.
which if they didn't worry, then they'd go into a public domain too. Because some of them are pretty old, like Dracula.
Yeah.
and all
They
that
just
stuff.
have to re-sign the rights to them.
Well, when they remake a movie, then they're fine. Then nobody else is gonna make a mummy movie now because it's gonna get crushed. Black Lagoon, Dracula, Wolfman, Invisible Man, anyone's Frankenstein. That's the other one. I think that's it. So they're gonna do a lot of those. They have Javier Bardem as Frankenstein, Johnny Depp as the Invisible Man, Dwayne The Rock Johnson as Wolfman. Creature from the Black Lagoon, doesn't matter, it's the guy in a green mask, but the girl was supposed to be Scarlett Johansson. I don't know how far that's gone. That's the last I heard of that. Continuing on with
that's
Movie
a couple
Tower.
years of work, so who
Yeah,
knows?
that's good. That one that'll be the light of day in a long time, and then eventually mash up into like an Avengers movie.
And we'll see how that goes when the
Yeah.
Mummy does really bad.
Yeah, definitely. And John Wick 2, obviously good action movie,
Great.
good horror movie. Cure for Wellness, like I said, all back before then. Alien Covenant. Now we're getting closer to these months. Hi everybody.
Hi!
Alien Covenant. So I guess we didn't talk about this. Did you see Alien?
No, I'm trying to see that this week.
Okay.
I watched
Andy,
it.
Come here. Oh, buddy.
Or it's Saturday, so next week.
You're gonna come here. You're gonna come here.
Do we know each other? You look super familiar.
He graduated the same year as
Mr.
Mitchell.
Trent's class in 8th grade.
Mr. Who? Is it the science teacher?
Yeah.
Dude, he was awesome, right? Or he was just really like exaggerated. I don't know. He was really into the science.
Yeah, he was pretty into the science stuff.
Are we throwing
Cool,
it back?
alright.
You guys know each other
Yeah.
too?
Yeah, we went to school together too in middle school. Here we are.
Wow,
mean,
what great.
yeah.
So you went to what middle school? Was it?
McConnell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we saw Alien. You said you're gonna see it. Free Fire is one of my favorite movies of the year. I'd recommend that one for all you guys because it's a really fun, like concealed action movie. It takes place in one warehouse, and that one is a load of fun. A lot of good comedy. Hey, calm down. Beauty and the Beast. I love this movie. I know
still
nobody else.
haven't seen Beauty and the Beast.
I know nobody else is gonna see
Yeah,
it.
I didn't
I love
see
it.
it.
I seriously love
Sorry,
that movie.
had to pass.
Logan. Oh, one. I think we talked about Logan
Yeah.
before.
I think
We talked about it.
Get Out, which has been on top of the tower for most of the year, honestly, which has been the best horror movie
Yeah.
in a while. And I think all our favorite for a fun summer movie to kind of kick it off, Guardians of the Galaxy #1.
Actually saw that today.
You saw it today.
I
saw
watched
it today?
Did you see number one?
Yes.
Oh, it's
Number one on the tower.
Oh, yeah.
Volume
it
2, #1's on
Yeah,
the tower.
I liked it a lot.
Oh, so you saw Guardians too.
I did. I
It's so
saw
fun.
Guardians and Get Out.
What did you think, of Guardians? Better than the first one?
they're kind of doing this thing where like a character dies every movie, which I don't know how I feel about that. I thought the use of it was better in the first movie, and I don't know. I liked learning more about our main character in Guardians too, but it's hard to catch that same feeling as you did in the first movie. The second one,
Yeah.
I would like to separate them. I think they were both on the same level. And I like Chris Pratt a lot. So I love both of them, and I like that it's at the top of the list. I love it, love it, love it.
Okay, so you don't think it beats Get Out then?
No, I think it does beat Get Out.
I mean, that's what I meant. That's what I meant. Yeah, I think the second one kind of fleshes out like kind of all the characters we really liked, and I thought it was fun. And I didn't have a problem that like the movie didn't start for like the first hour and 30 minutes into it.
Yeah.
Like there wasn't a story
Yeah.
until the first hour and a half. And I didn't mind it because it was like an adventure. So it was, saying there isn't an adventure movie is kind of a lie because it turns and then it turns into that big action movie at the end, which I didn't really like. I didn't like.
Well, it seems like they're kind of like trying to provoke. They're provoking their own problems.
Yeah.
They're like, where's the issue? And then they're sort of, by doing that, they're making their own issue, and at the end of it, it's sort of like that's why they can't like trust each other or something.
Yeah.
Like,
So we've all seen.
Yeah, I mean, I think don't get me wrong. I think the movie was great. I think the only problem that I have with it is that, again, it's kind of predictable. Like watching the entire movie, I was like,
be done up in this motherfucker.
Hey, Connor's back.
Connor's here.
What's up?
Howdy.
Good. We're just getting ready. We're gonna get ready to play the game in a minute.
Oh.
So you're good. So you can sit down and
Games.
wait. We're talking about Guardians, though.
Oh.
That's good. What were you saying, Mitchell?
I was saying that it felt predictable. Like watching the movie, I was like, okay, I feel like Ego is gonna be. This is not this. Utopia is obviously not what it seems. He's the bad guy, and I was like, who called it? I did. Like I just feel like that.
It took so long in the movie. It's like, when are we gonna get like? A plot
What
here? So it's
when am I gonna get this turn?
like I'm in emotion, like invested. You're invested. You love everything that's happening, but it's like, what is this movie doing? Like,
Okay, what are we doing?
I don't
here?
mind that nothing's happening because we talked about before the show. We talked about kind of structure and kind of like how music structure and film structure.
Yeah.
They're kind of same.
Yeah.
So it's like there's a same structure for every song that's the same. Like we talk about the bridge and the chorus, and then we talk about film, which has the same structure almost in every movie. And this one breaks it for the first hour and a half, and not in a bad way either, because it's like it's fun adventure.
And I did really enjoy Yondu and Rocket's story. Like them being outside of I that was probably my favorite
you
part.
invest so much in a little animated character, right?
Yeah,
And that's
it was
crazy.
I actually disagree with you. I think the death in the second movie is a lot stronger than in the first one.
Who dies in the second one again? It's Yon.
It's
Yeah,
Yondu.
Yeah, because it's sacrifice. Well, both times are sacrifice actually.
Yondu's just feels more real, I guess.
Well,
more
it's the
'cause-
father figure.
Yeah,
So
it
it's more grounded to Chris Pratt's character. So
Yeah.
we're more invested that way.
Well, you get more of a family you get that the movie is more of a family aspect from the whole story about it.
Right.
And something I liked a lot about this movie is that I think a lot of the argument with the DC movies is that they're trying to go a bit too fast, like the superhero movies, like Fantastic Four, which was a fantastic flop. We'll talk
and
about.
four stick.
Never
Where they
talk about
well
it.
they're like, here are all the characters and here's why you should care about them. And that's not really the way that you can do it. And I think Guardians of the Galaxy did a really great job of, here are the characters, but they didn't tell you why you should care about them. You just organically did.
Yeah.
Because you saw how they get along. You don't need to know you don't need to know Rocket's backstory in the first one. You just see that the kind of interaction they have is very organic and you like it. And then in this one they're like, all right, so now you like these characters, here's their background.
Yeah.
But that's really nice. That's something Marvel has always kind of been good about doing.
Mm-hmm. All right, cool. I think that wrapped it up, huh?
Yeah.
Anybody else? Nothing? Cool. Kale? Anything? Guardians? Cool. Awesome. Guardians #1. Mark, you want to come on camera?
Yes.
Yeah. Stay in the middle. What do you want to say about Guardians of the Galaxy 2?
I haven't seen.
You haven't seen it? So that was fantastic. What great tribute you have here. Yeah. What did you want to say, though? That you haven't seen it?
I don't know.
Well, you're
See
filling
the
up.
first
you're filling
one?
up
He
time.
hasn't seen
You
it
can
yet?
say anything you want.
You have the whole floor.
Yeah.
I like.
Hi, YouTube.
Wow, that was great.
Yeah.
Are you gonna play with your fidget spinner?
Yes.
Okay.
Get
Get out. All right. So that was the movie tower.
So,
Wait, I missed the movie talk. Where we put everything?
Oh, well, okay. Well,
Guardians
this
at
is
the top,
Guardians
Logan
at the
is
top.
below Get Out,
Well,
Alien
he can
Covenant's
see it.
You can see
there.
it. So we'll give
He's
a
got eyeballs.
give a nice little ping. So.
I didn't know we had eyeballs.
Oh, who's seen A Cure for Wellness?
Brant. Brant.
I looked everywhere for that movie.
You
We
didn't-
had it. What are you talking about?
For like 8 seconds!
Kong.
Wait,
really
which
wanted
one was
to
A
see
Cure
it
for
look
Wellness?
good.
Cure for
Looked
Wellness?
cool. Yeah, is it good?
Yeah, it was good. It's a bit long. It's like 2:45.
I like it.
I was interested.
Oh, wait, I wasn't thinking of A Cure for Wellness.
And
I was
what?
thinking of the other one, the Belko experiment. That's the one I
Oh, the
was thinking
Belko
of.
experiment.
I looked everywhere for that. I could not find it.
It's not out yet.
Belko
it's not-
experiment?
No, it's not out yet. Like to own,
Oh.
to rent.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Where is it? Just in.
It's just waiting. It's just waiting to come down.
Movie
People are
limbo.
begging.
Someone's like, how can we make more money?
Wow, y'all are pretty bold
It's
with
just
Covenant.
waiting for
Covenant?
people to come.
Yeah.
What, Hyena? That's because you didn't see Prometheus.
Kong. Yes,
You jumped
Still.
into Covenant without Prometheus.
Still.
I don't know. I haven't seen.
From like a standalone perspective, I mean, predictable.
But that's the thing. Like,
It's
not a standalone
you need the you also need the backstory from Prometheus. Like, you need it.
You're not talking.
I mean, I get that, but literally everything with Michael Fassbender was a train wreck. Both Michael Fassbenders in the same spot.
But that's
It was
not
a
that's not
train
his
wreck from
fault.
start to
The,
finish.
the problem is that you can't go into it thinking it's an alien.
I never
movie.
said
You
that
have
was
to
his
go
fault.
into
I
it
said that
thinking
was a
it's
train wreck.
Prometheus movie. Because
Fair enough.
you get way more of that Prometheus story
If you-
more than you get the
Not to
alien.
mention its absurd predictability. Although Alien looked cool.
Well, the other thing, no, my one problem with that movie is just that I felt like Ridley Scott was like, oh, you guys didn't like Prometheus? Okay, cool. Here's some like more backstory on the story, and here's all the things that you like about Alien.
Well, here's the thing, and here's where I feel personally responsible for the movie that is Covenant, and the fact that I'm off camera, everybody. Hey, Ridley Scott had this
It's the voice.
great, but he had this idea about Prometheus, and he wanted this was his baby, this is his idea. He put it out there, and we hated it.
Yeah.
And so, why would you just want to make something that people hate? Obviously, that's not going to make you any money, and the movie company's not going to take your idea. So he goes, all right, you guys, you hated Prometheus, so here's the alien that you wanted. And totally scrapped his idea in one gigantic pod-launching nightmare, and turned it into Alien.
And that's honestly what makes the movie bad because it doesn't follow any of the Prometheus stories.
It kills it in 1
It
second.
kills it, yeah, very much. Without spoiling it, it kills it in a matter of a few minutes.
Yeah.
And you don't continue with any of the stories that are
And that's
any
our
of the
fault.
questions.
Well, as much as I crap on Covenant, I guess not that. I mean, it wasn't like the worst I've ever seen. Rings is still there, right?
It's
Yeah,
at
Rings-
the bottom.
Rings is still
Wow, y'all didn't like Split, did you?
poop. There it is.
Who's seen A Dog's Purpose?
Brant.
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 A lot of the
Brant's
bottom
the one-
They
movies are
tried to
Brant.
drown the
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the dog. Yeah.
Wait, and the space between us, is that also Brant?
That's also
All
Brant.
right, can you scroll back up again? Because I want to see.
Yes, sir.
Wow, Ghost in the Shell.
Power Rangers.
What do you mean? It's like fifth.
Well,
up
I know,
on the
but
list.
I don't know.
It
I guess I
It was a
forgot that
pretty
that was
shit
a
movie.
movie, yeah.
wasn't great.
Cool. You good? You good?
Yeah. Split seems kind of low.
I mean, I liked
But
I
does
like
it though? You think it's
Over Alien. I liked it more than Covenant.
See, but you didn't see Prometheus. So
Still!
I get it, but
I
it's
didn't
like,
see the other movie that Split was based off of until
You didn't have
later
to.
that
You-
night.
That was that's very
that's not really a
loose.
sequel. It's
but
very
sti-
loose.
but
It's
sti-
very loose.
I don't know. I liked Split.
What is Split based on?
Like this.
I haven't seen that movie.
Unbreakable.
Yeah.
Unbreakable,
It's
yeah.
an Unbreakable
Unbreakable.
spin-off.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you don't
Well,
really-
I'll see
you don't
Prometheus,
have to
and
see
then I'll
Unbreakable.
have a prover. And then I'll be
I
able
have
to prove my
such
point better.
Split feelings about it.
Oh man, would you like to go into
And
those
Unbreakable. No. I think everyone gets that.
Clever boy.
I like being off camera.
Huh?
You just have like my picture every time I talk. Like my
Oh,
picture will fade
that's
into the.
It's true.
Just
to
a
cut
picture
out-
of me will
we-
just fade
They'll
into
just
the
get
face.
cut out of
We
your
can-
face.
We
Yeah.
can make that happen.
Well, I already
trust me.
have cuts out of his face for when he says really bad things and I have to bleep them. So I usually throw his face on his face. So it actually is kind of funny.
Oh, that's
for me.
Really
Oh,
bad
that's
things, I have to
great.
bleep them.
I mean,
Listen,
I mean, I haven't been racist in this show yet.
no, you haven't. But sometimes you
I've
say
done
something
far
Yeah.
worse.
like when you say somebody's phone number out loud. So then I usually
Did I do that?
Yes.
Have I done that yet?
You've done
yes, you multiple times.
You've done it to Britt, and Britt did it to me.
Oh, I remember that
That
now.
that was the worst episode because that's when everyone here was drunk, and that was just. I got prepared better for the drunk episode so we can have more games or something to keep you guys more involved.
I
Because otherwise it
remember
starts
that.
to turn into the roast.
I can
and
totally
everybody
tell
in the
because you said the thing about the phone numbers, and I was like, I barely remember that.
basement. There's a reason why you barely remember that, Jeremy.
Yeah, I got
And that's why we get more mellow in some episodes. I don't mind that some episodes are crazy and off the wall because that's just what happens.
Mhm.
True.
And that's just what happens when you're in the basement. Sometimes we're cool, mellow, like today or like other episodes. But there are some where we're just like off the walls.
Yeah, the drunk episodes are.
Yeah, and it's usually Brit. I don't mean to bring you guys down, but because he's not here, it's usually Brit.
Oh yeah, no, he gets sloshed.
I think he knows that like 98% of the time.
And
it's
he
Brit.
texted me after one. He said, "Hey, sorry, I don't mean to like be a dick every time I'm on the show. I'll stop drinking." I'm like, "Dude, you're fine. Just like warn me, so at least I know to prepare the show."
Well, the
Sounds
problem is that he
like
talks for like 80 minutes straight, and then
Yeah,
it's
that's
like,
true.
well, that's the end of the show. Brit's monologue is done, and we got nowhere.
Yeah.
That's how he gets when he drinks. He gets talky.
Mhm. He's a-
So I mean, just sorry, John Wick was up there,
Yeah.
and my dad just put that on today, and I was walking in and out of it. What did you guys? I mean,
The second
what are your
one?
Thoughts? Yeah, the second.
I
one.
really enjoyed it.
I liked it more than I liked the first one.
I think I liked it more than I liked the first one too because they
and
took
I liked
a lot.
the first one.
They took a lot that what people really loved about the first one. You saw it?
Well, I kept walking in on these like huge action scenes,
Yeah, the
and so I wasn't
sequences are
seeing
amazing.
really like the charm of that what I think is there.
Small.
Yeah,
It's the subtleness of his very stern and stoic.
yeah.
Well,
I'm,
it's-
I'm losing all like character development and all
Well, I
that
think
stuff.
I think
Very
My-
straightforward movie. It's an easy watch.
I
Right.
feel like I've seen it when I watch it, but I also know that people really like it. And I'm missing all that, so I just.
well, no, I love that it's he's so serious in such a
A crazy,
crazy
kooky
goof-
world.
yeah, goofy kind of
goofy
world.
Yeah.
Um,
And I think the second one's a lot better because the world building just throws you on your heels.
yeah, it opens up the world so much for you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I really dig that one. So that's our movie tower. So that took up the biggest portion. We can get into the game. We can.
let's do
We
it.
can. We actually have some time left on the show, so we can fill in if anybody has any other stories or anything they want to bring up. Austin, anything you brought to the table? Anything you want
About
to touch
movies
on?
and stuff, I mean, we
Anything.
could do a
Well,
whole nother episode on that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I mean, kind of. You really haven't seen a lot of movies on here. Is there something like in the recent years that you've kind of seen, just so everybody can kind of get a feel of what you're feeling, what your
if everybody,
thoughts on
my
movies are?
favorite dude, like what I was talking about earlier, that you were like, wait, save that. My favorite dude is like Paul Thomas Anderson. I really like his like intricacies, blah blah blah. But I mean, he is an aficionado about I want to use this lens not because I like the way it looks. Yes, I like the way it looks, but I like it because I'm doing it for a specific reason. If he's gonna bring a lens flare into a scene, in Punch Drunk Love, he uses that lens flare as a character that like represents something. So just like this kind of like playful of like, you can see the writing in it, and just like Willy Wonka or Ferris Bueller, they kind of toy with this like omnipresence of characters, and I really like how they're doing things because they think it looks cool, but they know why it looks cool, and they're playing with that. So I mean, you were talking about Logan Lucky, the new Steven movie.
New Steven movie.
What
Steven
is his
Soderbergh.
last- Soderbergh. I just
You
feel
good.
like
You
I'm gonna
tried
butcher
it.
it every
You
time.
tried it.
Those lenses that were made for There Will Be Blood. I don't know if you've ever seen There Will Be Blood.
Mm-hmm.
It's a cool movie.
Wait.
It's really slow and long and all.
Is that the
Oil movie.
oil movie?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that movie moves so slow. It's fantastic. but
It's
it
so
moves
slow,
so
right?
slow.
Yeah. But it makes like
It's
every
very
frame.
confusing at the
I
end.
drink your milkshake.
Yeah, right. So those lenses were made. The designs were based off of the Memoirs of a Geisha, and they were made because it's like they take really old lenses and put just modern glass in it and make it more kind of like clean it up and just make it made, because they used to use like 30, 40, 50, and 100 millimeter. There might be like an 80 in there, but it was just like even stop numbers. So now that we have the bigger glasses and we can change some frame rates and shit, or ratio sizes, and they make it more, like they want more lens flare in there. So like J.J. Abrams, and I didn't realize this, but it makes so much sense. They have lenses made for them. They go out and specifically look for these lenses that you can't just go and buy whatever you want. These are specifically made to look like this because it looks like that period or whatever. So I just again, we could talk. Today's about lenses and cameras and how I look at about movies.
Well, I mean that's the thing, because that's
Sounds riveting.
yeah. Connor's intrigued. I'm gonna bring you back into this one because it kind of and to keep on that, because its lens is seriously like what you see. That's just why it looks the way it does.
Yeah.
I mean down to
It's
it.
part
That's
of
what
it's part of how the movie is presented to you.
Exactly, and that's what it's about because it's the way you view it. One of my favorite movies in the past few years was The Hateful Eight, and they used the 70mm lens from Ben-Hur that seriously hadn't been touched
Yeah.
for 40 years. And it's that the telephone of the huge, wide lens, and where it captures like almost 180 degrees. And stuff like that, that really captured my imagination when they did that. And when we saw Connor and Jeremy, when we saw it in the 70mm Roadshow that they did, where they played
Atlantic
it,
Station.
at Atlantic Station, they played it in the 70mm feature with the overture and the break in the middle of the
Well,
movie.
they got
That
to
was
use the
solid.
70mm because Paul Thomas Anderson made the master.
That's right,
All that
because
shit,
that
yeah,
happened a
it's
few
all
years
connected,
before. That's right. That's how they got because Panasonic. He kind of reamped
That whole
Panasonic.
those two movies
The
saved
Rena-
film
was kinda like
probably
the
for
Renaissance
another
saved
decade,
film, yeah.
hopefully. You know what I mean?
Probably
Like,
it'll be a few years. Wait
it's
until
still a battle, but yeah,
wait until
the-
Tarantino makes another one or what's his name? Who's doing Dunkirk? Chris Nolan.
Chris,
Until Chris Nolan comes out with
yeah.
another
I
because
just watched the trailer for that today.
because he's the other one who's kind of kickstarting it again.
No,
He's-
yeah, they all. No, yeah, that's right. Paul Thomas Anderson and Quentin Tarantino, they both were like, yeah, we did this, but like, Christopher Nolan is really the guy with the money who's
Well,
pulling in.
because his
you know.
movies are making fuck tons of money.
Yeah. That's,
I mean, even still, looking at Dunkirk, I'm like, wow.
I think it's really Interstellar is probably more of the
was
the
the
line gate
biggest
of that.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. What were you saying?
I mean, like, looking at Dunkirk, I'm like, wow, I want to watch that movie.
Yeah, I want to watch it. I don't really care about the story. I mean, which is like kind of like unpatriotic or like I don't know. It just
No, but like, I want
Not
to
interested as much.
see the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks very visual.
That was the thing about the Hateful Eight. It wasn't even my favorite. It wasn't my favorite movie of the year. Wasn't even my favorite Tarantino movie. But when we saw the Hateful Eight, that was by far one of the best movie experiences that I've had.
Yeah.
And honestly, that's what does it for me because it's like having so much fun. Like immediately, I think of when we saw Don't Breathe because like that with a full theater and hanging out with all the friends and just getting
Get
amped
that-
up
yeah,
and
you
seriously on the edge of your seat for the entire.
That's
movie.
how it is at almost every like horror movie premiere. If you go to
when
like a
see-
sequel
Yes, exactly too. And when we saw Split, it was kind of the same way.
or Insidious 3 for me.
For you,
It was
yeah.
like me, Brant, and
Nope.
no, you weren't there. A couple other people. I think it was like Blake.
See you
And,
with friends, yeah.
yeah,
Do you like those
Stewart.
movies?
I love them. They're my
What's
guilty
that
pleasure.
guy's name? The paranormal activity guy that is in charge of all that. Do you know?
Blumhouse.
Oh.
Is it
Blumhouse, yeah.
Stephen
I have
Blum.
mixed feelings about that.
That guy or the
Yeah.
movies? I mean,
Oh, Paranormal Activity is. I don't like Paranormal
They
Activity.
put-
It's
they
basically an hour and a half of nothing and then like 5
They have
minutes
one
of
of the
scary.
best shots, one of my favorite shots in any horror movie, when they put that camera on the oscillating fan in that one movie,
Yeah.
and it's going back and forth. That is one of the coolest things that I've seen. I don't really, all of the rest of it is kind of falls apart, but
it's kind of mushed together.
but
Yeah,
that,
they kinda
that's worth it
crap
just for
on it.
like to see that the way they did that. That was really
I think
cool.
people blend all the Paranormal Activity movies together, but the one thing that everybody knows is that shot that just goes on the fan.
Is that a common talking? Yeah, I remember liking the first one, but not the second time. I know.
The coolest scene I've ever seen was from Sinister, and it was Ethan Hawke walking down the hallway because he heard a noise. Because it's a horror movie, and he had a bat, and he's like a little kid appeared behind him. Obviously, like not his kid, spooky ghosty kid. And then like it was kind of trippy, but it was so cool because it was like all these little haunted kids, and they were just jumping up and down the hallway, and like the camera was following him as he was walking down the hallway, and the kids were like just jumping up and down, and just like as they jump into the shadow, they disappear. Another kid would jump out. Another kid would jump out. It was weird, but it was so cool.
I mean, that's like with you said with Don't Breathe. I love watching that movie because I love like when they first get into the house, how they're discovering the house and how it's presented to you, how they're discovering the house. It really feels like you're kind of walking through with them, or when like they're looking through the closets and stuff.
And it's the best movie that represents the world that you're in. So the movie takes place in this entire house, and there isn't like, and I hate when movies or anything throws elements in that you don't see coming.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, it's the shock value, but no, you don't see it coming. Like when they pan through the house and they go through the living room and it goes up to the upstairs where he's sleeping, you get like one shot of the air vent, and you're like, oh, they're gonna go in the air vent.
Yeah, that's gonna be something
Like,
that comes back.
Yeah, so stuff like that comes back, like they show a gun. It's like, oh, that gun's getting. So now they've showed it there. They've showed you your cards.
Yeah.
And then then you see how kind of they use it.
Well, yeah.
And I hate when movies like pull MacGuffins out of nowhere.
They take a look at the house and you're like, now you know what they know,
Mm-hmm.
and this is how they're going to approach the situation.
Yeah.
According-
I think it's one of the best movies like that. And you talk about a movie experience, it's totally enjoying. So I think
They say you get one like unknown thing, one miracle.
one miracle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it, honestly. It's just it takes me out. One I get. I never knew that there was like kind of an unwritten rule.
Well, even
Yeah.
I guess in Don't Breathe, it'd be when he falls and he falls on the Is it the glass?
The
Yeah.
the deck. Like
Yeah,
the
when he
glass-
yeah
or
when
the
he falls in
glass
that,
the
and then
kitchen?
it snaps.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was like the glass roof to like the greenhouse or something like that.
Yeah.
No, that's not bad because they showed him hitting it and it cracks, right? And then it goes back to it and then it breaks, right?
I don't
Isn't that
remember.
that sequence?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So no, they showed it. They showed him hit the glass and the glass cracks. You're like, oh shit, it's either gonna break or it's not. But it'd be if I don't know. It'd be if all of a sudden he was walking on it and it was fine and then it broke. To me, that wouldn't seem kind of out of nowhere. Maybe to kind of mess up that scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where it's
I can't think of one
I see what you're-
specifically.
I
in
see what
Don't
you
breathe.
mean.
It'd be like there's a scene where he hits him with a rake or whatever object when he's tied up. If they didn't show that object before, and he just kind of pulled it out of nowhere and hit him with it. Regardless, talking about movie experiences, like that's crazy. Like Hateful Eight, one of my favorite ones. Don't Breathe was good. Seeing Star Wars Force
I
Awakens.
think
say
that's
The Force
my
You
Awakens.
can't go out with seeing Star Wars in a packed 250-person theater.
and just like
In the IMAX experience too, just
Yeah.
everyone there, just when the opening crawl hits, everybody reads, and then when they finish reading, everyone screams.
yeah.
So I mean that's insane. I honestly can't think of
As
any
far
of the
as
top
far as
ones.
like, seeing the movie and with the crowd and everything, the Force Awakens, it's
Yeah.
That's,
And it was a
that's
movie that was
probably
tailored for that because it was
Yeah.
like Han Solo walks in, there's a pause, everyone cheers, and then he says the line,
Yeah.
or something that's like. That one's garbage, and they pan over to the Millennium Falcon. They hold
Yeah.
on the Millennium Falcon for just long enough for everybody to cheer, and then you go on to the next thing. Same thing with all of that. So it's like they know what they're doing right there, and there's a few other ones that kind of did that. You know, there's actually one that gives pauses for cheers that doesn't work. Independence Day 2.
Oh god.
Independence Day 2 has pauses for cheers in it.
I wish
Oh,
Kinda
dear.
yes.
I
Or it's
wish
like where they pan over and be like, it's
You know they were
That
like, oh,
guy!
the fans
I'm
are
like,
gonna love
wow, that guy,
That
man,
movie.
he's
I can-
great.
I think I can seriously talk about weeks talk for weeks about how bad that movie was.
Yeah.
And
And how
much
much
how much
this. I
of it-
want to see.
how
it.
much
how
of it-
hyped.
How
we were.
long-
I-
Mitchell,
and how
Mitchell
much
saw
of
it
a
in the double feature, so we had
disappointment.
just come off.
How long were the
Independence Day.
original cast members in there for?
Will Smith isn't in it at all. He died off screen.
Yeah.
Oh, right,
Jeff
right.
Goldblum's in pretty much
Jeff
the whole
Goldblum's
movie.
pretty much in the whole movie, but he's Jeff Goldblum. He's not that character.
Yeah.
He showed up like, oh wow, this is an alien. I've seen this before. Life finds a way. And the doctor who died in the first one is back.
She's. Oh
Bill
yeah.
Paxton's in it. He actually puts in a good performance.
Yeah, he does.
Bill
He-
Paxton
he-
puts in a good
probably the
performance.
best part of
the
the movie.
president from the first one.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody else is in it. There's like some weird new characters, like kids. I really don't want to think about that movie anymore.
I wish that I could just erase that 2 hours. From
Yeah.
My life.
Yeah, that was a bit of a drive. My dad and I were like, people actually paid for this, and I was like, yeah, this is pretty bad.
Every time somebody would walk up to the theater and be like, "Hey, I want to see Independence Day 2."
You have to give them like a warning. Hey, like, warning, this movie is bad. Don't
Hey,
watch
we're also
that.
showing this at the same
Mhm.
time.
Yeah, this movie much better. I promise you, you don't want to waste your
Did
money.
anyone ever ask you like, did you hear it was good?
That
Yeah.
happened a
All
few
the
times. That happens a few
time.
times with
Wait,
this
So you
queue.
work there
And
too?
here's the
I worked at their theater before it shut
here's
down.
the
Ah.
thing. Here's the thing. Most of the time, I just give people a bullshit answer. Just I haven't seen it. I hear it's good. Yada yada yada. Because I don't feel like giving a full film synopsis every time
I
somebody
do.
asks
I
me.
tell them it's
I
fine.
give
Here's
them.
my
I give
5-point
them one.
statement.
I give
Here's
them.
my
That way-
I give them
I have
one
a review
sentence.
here. It's written on Rotten Tomatoes. There you go.
Here, the
Tomatoes.
one thing.
I said
Tomatoes.
That
I don't know where that came from.
tomatoes. What?
Somebody came down and pulled my string real quick. Like,
Runs
"You're
and
gonna be British."
tomatoes.
The Rotten Tomatoes.
With that movie, yes, I was like, no, it's actually pretty horrible.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
the one
yeah.
movie that I've ever turned
It's
people
terrible.
like downsold people.
I did that with Rings, because people ask me that all the time, and then I give them one compound sentences. I haven't seen it, comma, but I've heard it's good. That's all I say. No matter what movie, if I have seen it and it was Rings, and they're like, "Is Rings any good?" And I was like, "No." And they're like, "What's starting near it?" I was like, "I would wait an hour for this movie before you see Rings because it's terrible." And they're like, "All right, cool." And I was like, "Have a good one. See you in an hour."
I'm not in the business of letting people watch shitty movies.
Yeah, it's like
Because then they'll come back to you and be like, "You said it was good," and then you got to defend yourself. Like,
I don't
"Well,
even have to-
Jeff Goldblum is there."
That's why there's
He
that.
showed up.
That's why there's that key. I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Don't blame me.
Or you hit him with
And
the,
then
"Oh,
they-
that's just me."
But you know what the problem is with that, and there's no right or wrong way to do this because then they hit you with the, oh, you work at a movie theater, you should see all the movies.
And
it's like,
that's
you know what?
That's bullshit because people don't realize that it's like I have to come to work to watch a movie. So that'd be like, if you worked at a grocery store and then you went shopping after every shift.
I genuinely, I don't think people realize how many movies there are.
That's another thing. It's a lot of movies.
'Cause your theater got a lot. Like your theater would get movies, and I'd be like, I didn't know that movie was.
Yeah.
Not to mention, you spent, 13 hours working one day? It's not like they were like, all right, Mitchell, for these 13 hours, we want you to watch movies.
Yeah, no.
All day, doing nothing but watching movies.
So yeah, I have to be at work for, like you said, if I'm at work for 13 hours, and I'm like,
It's
Yeah, let's
5:30 in
watch
the
a-
morning. It's a good time for a movie.
it's a good time for a movie.
Yeah, right. Well, I think it's time to get into our game.
Let's do it.
Woo!
I say let's do it.
Yay.
So, it's called Wonder Kids.
Wonder Kids.
Wonder Kids. So let me see if
Sounds
you can
hot.
piece it together.
Okay.
Try to guess what Wonder Kids is about.
Sounds great.
Wonder Woman Spy Kids.
Triggered! Triggered!
So you're right.
I love that. I
Is it Wonder Woman or Spy Kids? Because that would be hilarious.
It's. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna say characters' names, and you're gonna have to tell me if they're either from this movie. Stop it. Or this movie. Yep. Because their themes sound slightly similar. Yeah. Which one is this, Connor?
This one.
I
Fucking Spy Kids!
There you go.
It sounds exact. I was like, wow, this doesn't sound anything like Wonder Woman's theme. I guess I was wrong, and then wham! It hit me right in the face.
Because they sound so similar. Now I'm back to Wonder Woman. I'm like,
I didn't notice. I thought it was still playing.
it's kind of seamless. So we're playing on
Gross.
that. So I'm gonna
Gross.
say names of characters. You're gonna either team up, and the first one to 5.
All right, Kale, you and me, team off camera.
Team off.
Paired, really.
Team off camera. You guys are kind of paired naturally.
Matthew and Mitchell.
And no, I can't do it.
I will just suck it up and do this
By myself.
So you want to do it by yourself?
Team
Okay.
off camera.
Team off camera.
Team off camera. All right, you
Team,
guys.
team couch
Team couch. Right? I got you.
Team high school.
versus team.
Hey Mitchell, what is your team name?
The by myself.
Yeah, I guess.
Don't worry, Kale. I haven't seen Wonder Woman. But
By myself.
By myself,
I've
alone.
seen like the
One
cover and
room.
shit.
Yeah.
I was alone.
That's what
we'll
Orson Welles
collectively
says, I
guess
think.
Wonder Woman.
I've actually seen the cartoon
All
version
right.
of what this movie
So
is
rules.
kind of about. So
Just don't
Good
say
movie.
anything out loud.
Cartoon.
You're allowed to look. Just don't say anything. Don't spoilers. Okay. So, how this game is gonna work is I'm gonna say the name of a character, and you guys are gonna say your team name. So you say off camera, or just say camera, whatever's
off
quickest.
cam
Off cam. Couch, and then
or
alone,
something.
and then alone, and then once you have the floor, you can guess. And if you get it wrong, we go to the next question.
Do we have like discretion time where I can like whisper in his ear?
I'm gonna give you 5. I'm gonna give you less than 5 seconds. There's 2 choices. It's
Okay,
either
okay.
Wonder Woman or.
You got a
Spy Kids.
50-50 shot.
So you got a 50-50 shot. I think I want to add if you guess it wrong, you lose a point. And the person wins.
Ooh.
So I don't know. Should I do that?
Spicy.
I'm not sure if I have enough.
Enact it
questions
in
for that.
enact it in the middle of the game if it seems like guessing wrong is like too. Do you have a lot of questions?
I'm not gonna. No, I'm not gonna say the number, but I have more than 5.
Okay.
Well, that's good.
Obviously, yeah.
So it's first to 5.
That's reassuring.
All right. So
If it seems like we need the rule, you can just kind of.
Sorry.
We'll let
we're
you,
gonna. Huh?
I'm
we'll
up-
let
I'm
you
up for-
enact the government power.
Yeah, I will. Okay.
I'm
Do we have to
good
wait
for
until you're
change.
finished speaking until we say the thing?
I'm just saying a name, so it's gonna be pretty quick. Just wait until I finish.
Okay.
Okay. Our first character is Etta Candy.
Alone?
Mitchell.
I'm gonna say Wonder Woman.
That is a Wonder Woman character.
Oh.
So there you go.
Boom, on the
I'm
board.
gonna throw
I was
this
gonna
in.
say that, but I
Mitchell
was
said
like,
5.
Yeah.
So they're
I
either
hesitated.
from the franchise, the 4 kids. I almost said Kids Bop. What's
I mean,
Four
they-
Kids Bop movies.
Spy Kids movies, or the Wonder Woman expanded comic book to movie universe, whatever. All right. Second one, Alexander Minion.
Couch.
Couch.
Spy Kids.
That is Spy Kids.
Damn it.
Dang.
Damn it.
I
damn
knew it.
damn
I knew it. I knew it. I forgot our names. I was just gonna say I think I was just gonna screech or something.
I forgot
Just
about
like-
All right.
four-headed dude.
Yeah,
Third
that's
one,
Minion.
Mark's gonna say it.
2-2.
Off camera. Spy Kids.
That is correct.
Hey.
That's one of those things.
Oh, it's one of the
so
Fooglies.
creepy.
I was like, that's
That's one of
stupid,
those
but that's
things.
not
Hey,
cool.
Ashram, hey Stuart, welcome,
Hey,
welcome
Stuart.
to hanging out in the basement.
What up,
Why
Stuart?
fuck him?
Hey,
All right, just hang out for a minute.
well, we're doing the show right now.
Right now?
Yes,
Yes,
we're doing the
the show
show.
right now.
Hi.
What up?
Great. All right, so you guys got the scores?
Yeah, we got
we
one.
got one.
I think everybody has one.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna do the get rid of your points.
Okay.
Johnny Double.
Couch.
Yes.
Spy Kids.
Ooh, it's Wonder Woman.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're good.
I was thinking
I
that was
was-
Wonder
I was
Woman, but I
thinking-
didn't want to say anything. So
I'm
it's
gonna-
like,
It sounds so
I-
silly.
My initial
It
thought was
does.
Wonder Woman, but I
I
was
keep
like, that's
forgetting
Spy
what my
Kids.
team name is, and so like
Just say
what?
you could just say your name. You're only one
guess you're
person.
You guys
All right.
True.
Robert Rodriguez
Next one.
is the king of silly names.
He is. Next one,
Bird Boy.
Me.
Mitchell.
That's Wonder Woman.
That is Wonder Woman. His
Holy-
name is Wingo Bird Boy.
Oh man,
Wingo.
this is so
Wingo.
There you go.
They got really silly really quick.
Yep.
Wingo.
It's gonna get even weirder.
Oh my god.
Argonaut.
Me.
Mitchell.
That is Spy Kids.
What movie is it?
Oh fuck.
Spy Kids 4. The TV movie.
That wasn't a
May?
TV movie. That was a theater movie.
That was not a theater movie.
That was-
I don't
Alright, we
believe
need to
that
go
was
That
down
was
to
a
the table.
theater movie.
All
Start
right.
jumping them off.
It wasn't.
Next one. Magna Man.
Couch.
Yes.
Wonder Woman.
Ooh, Spy Kids.
What? Those things have names.
Things have names. I went deep. I went to the Wikipedia page.
Jeez.
Not this one.
I was gonna guess Wonder Woman.
All right.
That is a comic book name.
Yeah.
What's the score?
I have 3.
We still have one.
3, 1, 1.
Yeah.
I thought Jeremy you'd be good at this. Here we go.
This picture looks so
Egg Foo.
Me.
Couch.
Mitchell.
Is that Spy Kids?
Nope.
Wonder Woman.
There you go.
Well, damn it! If it's not Spy Kids,
I was gonna guess Wonder Woman.
I
anyway.
wonder what the fuck it
Well, you
is.
gotta,
Mitchell,
you gotta
Mitchell,
hit that. You gotta hit that quick. You gotta hit it quick.
Mitchell,
All
you
right.
hit the cheeky cheeky bing dong ho chi min.
All right. What is more? Okay. What? Okay. A Pegasus.
Off cam. It's Wonder Woman, right?
Yep. There were Pegasus and Wonder Woman.
Wait, I didn't know if that was like
it's
a name
gods
or
and
you were
shit.
saying.
Yeah, I
like,
thought you were like,
Pegasus.
okay, it's
call.
a Pegasus.
Yeah, I was like,
Which one?
Pegasi, if you will.
These
Hercules.
are the last two. Yeah.
Hercules.
That's why I was like Hercules.
All right. Next one.
But then I remember Hercules is in the DC universe.
A
so.
Slizzard.
Couch.
Yes.
Spy Kids.
There you
Damn
go.
it! I don't
Damn
think
it.
I
I knew.
was
I knew you
stupid.
know that one. I knew you know that one. All right.
Ooh,
A two-headed serpent.
Off cam.
Yes.
Oh, I see.
me.
Three.
Spy Kids.
2, 1. That is Spy Kids.
I was gonna say
Oh,
both because I
yeah,
couldn't
yeah.
remember.
See, I knew that one kind of gets you.
Well, I was literally gonna say both because I was like, that's
Where does a Sphinx appear?
Me.
Mitchell?
That's Spy Kids.
That
Couch.
is not Spy Kids.
Wonder Woman.
That is Wonder Woman. Yes.
I knew it.
Yes. More mythical creatures.
Yowza!
What the
That's
heck? What are we
creepy
at?
looking.
Is that really in Spy Kids?
No.
No,
so
That's
what-
Wonder Woman.
Oh,
Ew.
it's Wonder Woman.
So what kind of more affiliates?
Ew.
What was the question?
That's so
We have
creepy.
You have 3. You have 3. And you have 3.
Alright.
Well, somebody might win here.
Blue,
Somebody might win.
It's
Say
the
it out
five.
loud.
blue
That's the point.
snowman.
I thought he was saying
Off
Snowman.
camera.
Blue snowman.
Yes.
Wonder Woman?
Yeah, he's
Oh,
a
would you look at
he's
that?
a gangster.
Holy
shit.
shit.
I didn't think he was gonna be a gangster.
That.
Blue Snowman is a
That
That
character
is
in
definitely
Wonder
a Spy
Woman.
Kids character.
What is that?
That
I
was
don't know.
one of
It's
the
two-
original
What did he just
characters.
say?
Looks like
No,
2 cookies
no.
with frosting in the middle.
All right.
The timekeeper.
Oh, off camera,
me.
Wonder Woman.
Ooh, Spy Kids 4.
I
Dang.
didn't hear you
Oh.
ask a question.
And I said
Was
yeah,
it-
and I knew
I was watching Mitchell eat that cookie.
I was too.
I said Mark was
I
gonna be
really thought the
last two.
Timekeeper was
Oh.
also in the DC. Oh well, so now we have 3 again.
So you have
I
three.
would have
No,
gotten
you don't take. Do you
No,
take
you
a
don't
point
lose- no,
away?
we're
or-
not-
Oh, then we'll still have
What,
4.
did you guys win?
Kick ass.
No, we have 4.
We have 4.
Okay.
I
Well,
won.
I'm pissed because I would have gotten that.
You would've-
I know. I thought I said me, and that's why I was like, shit.
Well, he said it. So that's too bad.
Me.
Fuck you.
It's okay. Don't worry. It's no big deal. We're gonna go on to the next one, alright?
All right.
Alright.
Guess you look it up.
Shut up. I wasn't expecting 3 teams, okay? I was like, 2 teams? I'll just think 14. 14 or 15, that's fine. Here we go. Dr. Poison.
Couch.
Yes.
Wonder Woman.
Yes, that is Wonder Woman. It's actually, I think that's a character in the new movie. Because it's like the thing.
What's his name?
Dr. Poison.
It's pretty,
This is horrible.
It's pretty solid.
That's not too straightforward for Spy Kids. Also, I know the name of. Well, I don't know the name of all the characters in Spy Kids. Because I used to know that Magnet guy.
Yes. Okay, here's one. Maxwell Lord.
Off cam.
Yes.
Wonder Woman.
That is Wonder Woman.
My
That
boy.
Damn it.
You guys win!
Off cam.
And since you guys are representing
Horse.
the best movie ever, the best film score and song ever, Carter's favorite, Wonder Woman. That's what you win.
Yes.
You get to listen to this.
Love
Here's
this
your
song.
reward.
There goes
Right.
You
Mark.
savor it.
What are you doing? That's great. So I believe that's the show for this week.
I think so.
Yeah? Everybody have fun? Everybody hate it? Great?
That was
Yeah,
good.
that
That was
was
good.
It's fun.
I loved it because we win.
Yeah,
we the
Hey,
best.
hey, you.
So you're the best.
Fuck you.
You're the best
Hey, you.
at Spy Kids
Fuck
and
you.
Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm winning games left and right.
Congratulations to Connor and Kale for the team off camera.
You have to start getting prizes. For
Off
this.
cam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Prizes. Boy, I don't even have a budget.
That's
for
not
a
in the
camera.
budget.
That's not in the budget. We looked around this set.
Matthew.
There was no such thing as
We have one prize, and it's that signed Monster Trucks poster.
Oh,
That is
yeah.
outside my
Why don't we
budget.
start giving away these
You've
fucking
been looking
things?
at that the whole time.
If you smash that like and subscribe, how does
You
that
can win
happen?
your own. You can win your own signed Monster Trucks poster.
Destroy the
You
threatening
can meet
edge.
Creech. You yourself could meet Creech.
What?
Once in a lifetime chance. We don't have that. Oh, okay, we don't
That's
have
not the budget. No.
It's not the CG budget.
I don't know. I got
Pay for shipping.
Rigmarole, anyways.
Yeah.
If
Well,
I
thank-
can't meet.
Well, thank.
Yes.
Why you can't even meet Creech? It's Creech. That's his name. Damn it. Thank you, Austin, for coming on and hanging out.
You
We'll have you on
made-
sometime
You
You
soon.
made me meet the cast.
Okay, great.
Oh, okay.
Good job, Mark.
Jeremy Rock, thank you, Jago, and for introducing us to our new friend,
Draco Malfoy.
and Mitchell, for
Oh
coming
my
and hanging
god,
out.
don't.
Thanks for coming back.
Oh my
We
god.
really needed you.
Don't worry.
And for myself, Marcos
Time
Basin,
shows
thanks
up.
for coming.
Thunder!
See you next time.
Wrap that shit.
We did it!
Ah.